this is a city that never sleeps. And although this is New Year's Eve, I'm going to show you what life is like every night of the year in this city of 9 million. It's New Year's Eve. It's absolutely pouring with rain. It's been pouring all day, and we're about to join up to 1 million Taipei residents in going to see the world's greatest New Year's fireworks display. But Danshui actually has its own smaller fireworks display, so we're actually going to try and check that out. That starts really soon. Yes, it is New Year's Eve, but the only difference between tonight and any other night of the year here in bustling Taipei is tonight the subway system will run for 42 hours straight, from 6 a.m. this morning until midnight tomorrow night. That'll make travel between destinations a lot easier for me. But other than that, everywhere I go in this video will be a location that is open every night of the year. The Danshui fireworks are just the beginning. Now we're on our way to Danshui subway station to hop on the train down to Taipei 101. We have made it to Shilin station. We're exiting now. Just like that, I have said goodnight to Elizabeth and Grace, and I've hopped on a different train now, heading to an all-night restaurant to get some dinner. I have stepped off the orange line. Let's go get some food to eat. It's a lot quieter around here. Okay, we are out of the station, heading up to exit number 3. Let's go get our food, eh? The place I'm going to eat has had over 6,000 reviews. It's averaging around 4.5. So really looking forward to a proper dinner. It's 1:45 in the morning. I have reached the tea house. It's really busy here. So they've given me the QR code. My Chinese is rustier than I hoped it was, but I believe I have placed my order. I'm going to have some hot pot. I really like the decor. Feel a lot of plants over here. It's kind of a traditional looking Chinese building. This place actually closes at 6 a.m. for about 4 hours, and then they open at 10 a.m. again. So 10 a.m. till 6 the next morning, every day of the year. So I just had the chef come over and explain to me. He asked me if I could speak Mandarin. I said, sure. He said, no more chicken. I said, could I have some lamb? He said, sure, they can switch it out. So hopefully that'll all still be the same price. I really can't work out the clientele here. You've got such a mix. Over there, you've got sort of a family, looks like dad with his daughters. Over here to this side, you've got what looks to me like a couple of gangsters, okay? They're dressed the way they typically are here. I don't even want to film them for too long. But then behind me, you've got a bunch of young women who are just having a night out together. Here it comes, I think, at last. Oh, this here. This is fantastic. Here's my food. Look at that pot full of food there. I've got all my goat or sheep meat over here. I've got a full egg. I've got all these veggies over here. I've got a bowl of rice. This cost me just over $10 US. These are the bits I'm least looking forward to, so I might actually just get rid of these. You've got a huge amount of cabbage in here. You've got your broth. So I'm really looking forward to this. Got some tofu in here. The pot is absolutely full. I can hardly put anything more inside it. I've got one bit of meat in here, and then just all the veggies that it came with. You got some mushrooms under here. I got some more tofu here. You know, this looks like pumpkin maybe, and I don't even know what these are. Maybe you know, you can tell me in the comments. The first piece of lamb is ready. Let's give it a go. Added some sauce to it here. It's a bit stringy. I probably should have cooked it for a little bit longer. This really is delicious, but oh my gosh, it is so spicy. My nose is running and my lips are burning, but so delicious. Okay, dinner done. It is 1:45 in the morning. Service levels are a little bit different here to what you may be used to in your own country. When he told me he had sold out of chicken and asked me if I wanted the lamb instead, I assumed that would be the same price, but he's actually charged me the price of the lamb. So that was a couple of US dollars more than I anticipated. But we've got a long way to go tonight, at least 3, probably 4 more places I want to check out. I've only got about 4 hours. Taipei views at 1:45 a.m. The city is as busy as ever. Let's hop on the subway and continue the journey in the city that genuinely never sleeps. It's a little less busy here than I thought it might be. But I'm actually heading across town now to Shilin. Hey, I finally got some platform mates. This is the time of night where if you're in London or New York and using the subway, you'd expect to see it covered in drunk people and drug addicts. That is not the case here in Taipei. It is well lit, it is modern, it is safe. It's just me and a few other passengers. Of course, in Taipei, 7-Elevens and other convenience stores and most supermarkets are open 24 hours a day. You kind of expect that in a modern metropolis. But to be truly a city that never sleeps, you need a lot more than just those stores to be open. You're going to love this next one. We're here now in Ximending. It is 2:15 in the morning. There's still plenty of options for food out here on the street. For example, many of the stores are still open. So you think you know dollar stores. Don Don Donki is like nothing you have ever seen in your life before. Over 3 levels here in Taipei, the store operates 24 hours a day. So here's my side mission at Don Don Donki. I need to buy 1 item from each floor that has to be something really unique. How about the world's biggest bottle of goat milk body and shampoo? This and honey fleur mimosa moist treatment. Some Ganesh, rain, 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 air. You too could have the world's creepiest smile. You could genuinely spend hours in this store. I'm just in the toy section and the anime section, and it's incredible on its own. I'm not even into anime. But the range of options here, and it's set out a little bit like an IKEA. It's designed like a labyrinth, so you walk around all over the place and you don't really know where you're going. You just have to follow the arrows on the floor. I have found the perfect item from this first floor. Matcha Melty Kiss chocolates from Meiji. I've been through the crisps and chips, and now we're looking at all the different lolly options. Everywhere you look, narrow aisles, chock-a-block with options. I don't even know where I go. I think I have to go downstairs. I think that's how it works. Let's pause here to enjoy the music. They've got all kinds of different fruit and veggies, just as you might see at a normal supermarket. Now we're into the meat section, but what I desperately need is a drink. I think I have found the perfect item from level 2. Ocean Bomb Yuzu flavor. Prototype. I hope it isn't the prototype. I hope they actually figured out what tastes good and then stuck that in a can. It says this is good for emergencies. Multi-purpose humanoid decisive weapon, artificial human Evangelion. That sounds like me, and in fact that even looks like me. This is our item from floor number 2. For relaxing times, make it Suntory time. Japanese dollar store seems really unfair, having now explored 2 floors. It really is more like a supermarket that has everything you can imagine. Think Walmart, but with better prices and greater range. That's Don Don Donki, and we still have 1 level to go. Join me and my shopping mates. Clearly, I've stumbled into Pet Wonderland over here. Too bad, our pets are 10,000 kilometers away. I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. But I've still got to keep my deal to find something here on the first floor so that I'll have a quintessential Don Don Donki item from each floor. I know what I need. a honey black tea and chocolate cookie Don Pen box of cookies. Boom. 237 Taiwanese dollars. Pay by credit card. Boom. Done. A box of matcha melty kiss and an ocean bomb drink are way too special to eat and drink in a place like this. So I'm going to get onto those a little bit later at another one of my stops that I'm going to make. But first, we're going to hop back on the subway, take the red line north to Shilin. I'm heading to yet another 24-hour venue. Let's go. Okay, we've made it off the train here in Shilin. Now I'm heading to a store of which there are dozens across Taipei, but this one is a third of the way back home for me, and I am absolutely exhausted. It is now 8 minutes past 3. I have 3 more stops to get to, so you can see just how Taipei is the city that never sleeps. But first, I'm probably going to need a drink. With over 7,000 7-Elevens and several thousand more family marts on this tiny island, you're never far away from a good drink or something to eat. Let's grab a drink. Mission accomplished, got my favorite cranberry juice. Let's go and find our next place. I see it just over here across the street from us. No decent ramen shop won't have a picture of Shiba on the front. This seems to be the latest craze here in Taiwan. We are in a 24-hour ramen store. Look at the options. So many different choices. You pick your own choice of ramen. There it goes all the way around there. They've got Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Taiwanese. I've chosen to go for the white curry noodles from Penang, Malaysia. This is an amazing process. You pick your noodles, you come over here, you select which one you purchased from the menu here on the kiosk, and then you come over here and add whichever toppings you want to add to go with them. I don't even know what some of these things are. The helper here is helping me to figure out how to use the machine. So there it goes. You add in all the vegetables or anything else you want with it. You add in all your sauces, and now he's filling it with hot water. Total price 108 NT. That's because of the particular noodles I chose. The extra vegetables are free. I have my noodles. This is what it looks like. Doesn't look that great, to be honest, but I'm sure it'll taste far more delicious than it looks. I haven't added many toppings at all. I'm looking around at other people and they've added huge numbers of toppings to their meals. So I'm probably not getting the value out of this that I should be, but I'm still so full from my earlier meal. The other interesting thing is there's still 2, 4, 6, 7, there's at least 7 or 8 other customers sitting in here, even though it's now almost 3:30 in the morning. It smells very spicy. I got the white curry. I don't know if that means it's a strong curry or a weak curry. We're about to find out. It is pretty spicy, I have to say. After a spicy hot pot meal earlier, I'm not sure how well I'll cope with this, but I do love a bit of daikon. That hits the spot every time. Probably totally inappropriate to put it in with a Malaysian curry, but delicious nevertheless. Would I come here again? Maybe. I'd probably have a lot more vegetables with my ramen, and I'd probably go for something less spicy if I could find it, just maybe a plain beef. But I've paid for it, so I'm going to eat it. One of the best indicators of how safe the place is how many groups of women you see out at this time of night. Everywhere I've been on the subway, here in this restaurant, just right here, out on the street, I see women on their own, women in groups of 2 or 3 or 7, and that just shows you how safe they feel walking around the city at night. I feel so full. But we've got at least 2 more stops, so it's time for me to get back on the subway. Now, to prove to you that it's not just central Taipei that never sleeps, I'm going to hop back on the red line here. I'm going to head all the way north to the end of the red line, but I'm going to show you that even there's plenty to do in the middle of the night. Still actually plenty of people on the train too. It's 4:14 and I am back in Danshui. Man, I am so tired, but I am showing you that Taipei is the city that never sleeps. I'm doing this perhaps so that you don't have to. But I have at least 2 more stops on our itinerary tonight. Or should I say this morning? Good morning everyone, it's 2026 and it's 4:15. The first of those activities is just around the corner. You can probably tell that I'm walking through a very dark part of the city. Taipei is the sort of place that is so safe that you generally don't have to fear for your safety even in dark places like that. Homelessness is almost non-existent, and you can walk pretty much anywhere at any time of the day or night without feeling unsafe, at least from violent crime. Right opposite another 24-hour 7-Eleven, we have a claw arcade. There are hundreds, probably thousands of these around Taipei city. And if you're a fool like me, you can come here and throw away money on prizes you'll never win. I have mentioned it in another of my short videos, but tonight you get to watch me bet 100 new Taiwan dollars to have 10 goes trying to win a prize here. Don't keep your hopes up. The hardest part, of course, is deciding which particular game you want to lose your 100 NT on. Is it this one, where surely it would be so easy to just lift this one up and dump it in the hole? Or maybe this one, where they all look so light you could surely tickle one over the edge. Alright, I've decided these are the ones I'm going to waste 100 NT trying to win something on. Let's go. 10 coins, 10 goes. This is the one I'm going to try to get over here. Come forward a little, back a little, forward a little more. Okay, and give it a go. Oh, so close. Is there another one in here that I could give a go? Alright, here we go. That's our guy. Oh, look at that. I really hate throwing money away. Okay, let's try that. Oh, we really are wasting our money. This is painful. Shall we try another machine? Alright, let's try one of these simpler ones over here. Simpler, I say. Two more goes. I'm going to try this guy over here. See if we can get this one right here in front of me. And that is how you lose $3.50 on something completely pointless. And yet, despite the fact that this place is empty right now, you'll often see half a dozen people in here playing. Just another thing you can do at 20 to 5 in the morning in Danshui, Taipei. I hoped to go to my local breakfast store for breakfast, but you know what, I just feel so full. I'm not going to go and trouble them for some breakfast that I'm not going to eat. So here I am in a 24-hour 7-Eleven, just a couple of streets over from where I live, and I've just ordered an oolong tea. Oolong is a Taiwanese tea variety. I've ordered it with the bubbles that you get in bubble tea and with milk. That'll cost me about $2.50. And then I'm going to head to our final destination so I can have a go at our Melty Kiss matcha flavored chocolates and our Ocean Bomb drink. I mentioned earlier that they don't really have homelessness here in Taipei. I may have spoken a little bit too soon. But generally they're not high on drugs and not causing anybody any trouble. Got my iced bubble oolong milk tea. That sounds like a soy flat frappe cappuccino, who knows, whatever it is you people order out there in Woki land. And I'm going to head to my final destination here in the rain and the dark. Look at this alley I'm walking down. I'm just a couple of blocks from home. It's as narrow as you can imagine. You may have seen this in another video. I love all the greenery here, and I've commented on it in another video. But look how dark it is. You can barely see anything here. Do I feel unsafe? No, absolutely not. Very, very low risk of any sort of personal crime, whether that is violent crime or bag snatching or pickpocketing. One of the safest places on earth to be. I was hoping I was going to be able to end my video on some amazing beach up here in Danshui with the sun rising, the dawn of a beautiful new day, but the rain is ongoing, and so instead I'm sitting on my daughter's bed here back at her apartment. She is in the room next door with Elizabeth so that I wouldn't disturb them when I got home at this crazy hour. I'm going to give my melty kiss and my ocean bomb a go. But you know what? It doesn't taste half bad. It's actually pretty good. I'm probably not going to drink all of it now or I'll never get to sleep. But it's very tasty. I'll certainly finish it in